So this is the starting point of LLM, large language models, or ChatGPT, or Bard Google. Now we have to consider all the players in the marketplace, and let's start off with Nvidia. How many of you remember last year I spoke about the closest candidate to cross $1 trillion cap is Nvidia? How many of you remember that? We shared about that last year. And then we created a decade on the daily bread rule. If you are chasing a 10-year stock, you should be chasing the market cap. And this is like playing out. And I was trading it before the guy spiked up, and it gives me a lot of satisfaction as a teacher, as a trader, when we are able to do that, all right? So let's go through this article, and then we go through the reverse engineering of the trade. And how many of you, by the way, how many of you traded Nvidia? We was put out on Daily Bread. How many of you traded on Nvidia? All right, that's good. Right, so this is all from Daily Bread. And those of you who are with me on the Twitter subscription, you also seen how I manipulate the trades. And we're going to go through that reverse engineering tonight, all right? So here we go. Nvidia hit $1 trillion market cap at the start of trading before slipping to $990 billion by close of trading. And I was there trading it and sold it off, and then the thing dropped down, all right? So how many times in our lifetime can we trade a stock like that? It's very, very few, all right? So very, very gratified to do this. And here we go. How do we understand about what is the meaning of this so-called $1 trillion market cap? Nvidia shares had to hold above 404.86 to maintain that distinction throughout the day. The stock gave back some of its gain by late afternoon, holding on to a fresh 52-week high by falling back just below 1 trillion valuation where it would close. Now, if you have missed that, don't worry, because the moment it breaks $1 trillion, all the major funds have to buy Nvidia stock. Please wave your hands if you understand this. And the funds are not like us, work very fast one. They are damn slow one. Like maybe in the next investment committee meeting, 3 weeks later, 1 month later, then they decide. So one by one, the big funds will come in to own Nvidia. So all is not lost. In fact, this is just the beginning of a great mama stock. So I want you to note this. But of course, the best way to play it is if you can play it before the big earnings and you enjoy the spike, like how we have been teaching you. And this is where those of you who subscribe with me on the Twitter subscription, you enjoy that live trading together with me, right? So I tweeted this out, and then straight away, I show you guys, I bought per share $300, and then it was executed about 3 a.m. Singapore time. And back then I was in KL, right? And this trade is very meaningful because you know how many people watch me trade on this? I was in KL, and I was invited by the oldest and the largest brokerage house in Malaysia called the Malacca Securities. They have 200 remisiers, or in other parts of the world they call them dealers. Remisiers are the guy who call the customer and say, "Hey, Mr. So-and-so, buy the stock today," right? They have 200 remisiers. They have 200,000 customers. Their account fully funded. But the problem is they only know how to trade Malaysia stocks. So they invite me to their grand launch and ask me to take a look at what they are doing. And on that night, everybody kind of know about me and say, "Hey, teacher, what are you going to trade tonight?" I say, "There's only one stock to trade tonight, Nvidia." And one by one kind of show their enthusiasm. "Oh, I'll put 50,000, I put 10,000, I put 100,000. Everyone talk like very big numbers. And so that night we had like a post-launch dinner event. So we were having a lot of alcohol, a lot of food. But after that, who really went to trade? None of them. I went to trade. You see, you can do all your talking and all the thing, but you don't fire off the trade means you never fire off the trade. Are you with me on that? Right? And the people I hang out with are all traders. They should know how to fire off the trade, but you can say, I'm gonna buy, but never buy. While everyone is drunk out, 3 a.m. I fire off the trade. Next day, this article came out, spiked 26%. And then the chart goes this way. So my purchase price was 300. And then Pong 3, I think went up to about maybe 400, I can't remember, right? So it went something like this.